It's the 123rd minute of the 2022 FIFA World Cup final. The score is locked at 3-3 after an epic battle between Argentina and France, with both teams throwing every ounce of effort into what has already become one of the greatest finals in football history. Exhaustion hangs heavy over the pitch, but one moment of magic still remains. A perfectly weighted through ball slices through the Argentine defense. Kolo Muani bursts forward, his pace unmatched. He finds himself one-on-one with Emiliano Martinez, the towering Argentine goalkeeper who has already saved his team countless times. The crowd roars, but there's an eerie silence in Muani's head. Time slows. Every detail sharpens, the ball at his feet, Martinez charging forward, the entire footballing world watching. Muani plants his left foot and strikes with his right. The ball travels low, skimming the grass as it streaks toward the far corner. Martinez dives, his outstretched leg flailing desperately, but it's not enough. The ball slips past him and nestles into the back of the net. The net ripples. The stadium erupts. Kolo Muani has just scored the most dramatic goal in World Cup history. France leads 4-3. The French players sprint toward Muani in celebration, their faces a mixture of joy and disbelief. Mbappe reaches him first, pulling him into a jubilant embrace. Having already scored a hat-trick to single-handedly drag France back into the game, Mbappe knows this moment seals his legacy. The bench clears as substitutes and staff flood onto the pitch, unable to contain their emotions. On the other side, Argentina is in shock. Emiliano Martinez lies face down on the turf, pounding the ground in frustration. Lionel Messi, the talisman who has carried his nation for years, stands motionless in the center circle. His hands rest on his knees, his head bowed. The dream of a perfect ending, of lifting the World Cup to complete his legendary career, slips away before his eyes. The game isn't over yet. Argentina gathers themselves for one final assault. Enzo Fernandez plays a long diagonal ball to ankle Di Maria on the left flank. Di Maria, who scored earlier in the match, whips in a cross that finds Julian Alvarez at the edge of the box. Alvarez lays it off to Messi, who strikes with his weaker right foot. The ball is heading for the bottom corner, but Hugo Lloris dives at full stretch to push it wide. The clock hits 123 to 59. The referee looks at his watch, then blows the final whistle. France are champions of the world, again. The defending champions retain their title, becoming the first team since Brazil in 1962 to achieve the feat. The French players collapse in celebration, their energy spent but their spirits soaring. Mbappe, at just 23 years old, has cemented himself as football's new king. His hat-trick in the final is overshadowed only by Muani's late heroics. Together, they lift the trophy, their names forever linked to this moment. In the post-match scenes, the contrasts couldn't be sharper. The French team parades the trophy around the stadium, their joy uncontainable. Mbappe is awarded the Golden Boot and lauded as the player of the tournament. Meanwhile, the Argentine players are inconsolable. Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest player of all time, sits on the pitch, his face a mask of heartbreak. For him, this was supposed to be the ultimate coronation, the moment that silenced all doubters. Instead, it ends in despair. The debates rage on in the days and weeks that follow. How does this loss affect Messi's legacy? Does it take away from his GOAT status? And what about Mbappe? With 2 World Cup titles and a performance for the ages, is he now football's undisputed heir? Kolo Muani, once a relatively unknown striker, becomes a household name. His goal is replayed millions of times, a moment of pure brilliance that will be remembered forever. One goal. One kick. One moment. It changes the course of football history. France's victory becomes a story of resilience, determination, and seizing the moment. Argentina's heartbreak becomes a reminder that in football, as in life, the line between triumph and tragedy is often razor-thin. And for the fans, it remains a tantalizing what if that will be debated for generations.